Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster, with another video for you. Alright guys, so right now we are going to be reviewing xXx, The Return of Xander Cage. Now, the movie xXx, The Return of Xander Cage is a movie about the character named Xander Cage, played by Vin Diesel, who returns to the xXx program. The xXx program is a secret team of elite members brought in by the NSA to do secret covert operations. While this is the third installment of the xXx franchise, this is only the second time that we see Vin Diesel play Xander Cage. The second movie, xXx State of the Union, starred Ice Cube as Darius Stone. Now, just to sum things up, guys, this movie felt as though it was trying to be way too overly nostalgic for the older viewers who enjoyed the original xXx 2 movies, and trying to imply a lot of new themes to capture new xXx fans. So, to me, honestly, the first 2 movies were the better movies in my opinion, based on story structure. Alright guys, before I get into my pros and cons, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more movie reviews. Also, I'm going to be doing this review a little bit different. Normally I discuss my pros first and my cons next, but this time I will be talking about my cons first and my pros last. So let's go straight into the cons. Story structure. Now, if this isn't one of the biggest cons of this movie, I don't know what is. The story, in my opinion, was not well written, and it felt as though the structure was really choppy. It was really sloppy, choppy, and all over the place, in my opinion. It didn't really have a strong structure. And while there were loads of humor in this movie, which does make it a xXx film, it wasn't that much of a serious movie as the first one was. The first one and the second one were pretty serious movies. This one wasn't that serious. It was just all fun and games, really. It just felt as though it was just a movie that just made for fun. Some of the main things too, along with the story and the pacing of this film, was the monologue. The monologue was actually really corny in my opinion, and it didn't flow right to me. It just felt as though they were like trying to say, hey, you know what? This is Xander Cage, this is Vin Diesel, let's just try to bring back everything that he did in the first movie and just throw it back at us just to remind us that he's Xander Cage. That's what it felt like to me. So, you know, hey, I'm Xander Cage. I do this. Let me keep doing it 3 times in 1 minute just to prove to you I'm Xander Cage. That to me it was kind of annoying me throughout the entire movie, and there were times it was myself and a couple of other people in the film, a couple other people in the theater as well who was watching this movie that was just completely turned off at certain points that were like, really? You don't have to do what you did too much. You don't really need to do all of that. It's not necessary. It's no need for it. And honestly, with Vin Diesel serving as one of the producers, I would have expected this film to be 10 times better than what it was based on the story, because you would think, hey, you know what? This is a guy who has, played Xander Cage. He knows the character well, and he would be able to help produce something of great value. And I don't think this was done here. I really just honestly think that they should have spent more time on building a stronger story for us, because a lot of the things are really predictable in the story. Now, I don't want any of you guys to get discouraged by my cons. Let's get into some of the pros. Now, just like in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, one of the biggest pros and the best parts of this entire film was Donnie Yen's character. Within the first 20 minutes of this film, Donnie Yen steals the show, man. All the action sequences, including Donnie Yen, which is look, any movie with Donnie Yen, I'm just gonna like it, man. Honestly speaking. Now, if there's anything that anyone will be going to this movie for, is because of just to see Xander Cage kick butt, just to see him do his little action sequences, and for him to do what he does best, which is just to be completely overly impossible with everything that he does and still walk out without a scratch. Like, that's the reason why everyone wants to go watch this. That's the reason I went to go watch it, honestly. Now, if any of you guys have seen the first movie, you guys know all the crazy impossible stuff that Vin Diesel's character does. This movie takes everything he did in the first movie and puts it on steroids. Honestly, this guy leaves every single fight scene, every single thing without a scratch. No spoilers, without a scratch, guys. Really highly overly impossible stuff. And the supporting cast members too, every single one of them did a great job as well. I don't want to get too much into casting because a lot of you guys are familiar with some of the actors in this movie. But the supporting cast, everyone was phenomenal. This movie, like I said, it had a lot of jokes here and there that had me, you know, I did laugh at a few jokes. There was some things that I said were done too much to try to show the, you know, bring up the point a little bit too much. But as far as the cast is concerned, guys, everyone seemed indestructible. Even someone who, let's say, doesn't know how to fight as well as the other person, even he seemed indestructible. And guys, all of the action sequences and the special effects were superb. They were pristine. They were great, guys. It was seamless. The camera angles were done well. It was filmed on one of my favorite movie cameras, to be filmed on the Arri Alexa. That's one of my favorite cameras. I like to see films. The majority of films, actually, major films, are filmed on the Alexa camera. If you guys don't know about that, go search that stuff up. It's really interesting. Those cameras are like anywhere between $13,000 to $20,000 for those cameras, guys. And that doesn't include the lens. So guys, in closing, this movie to me was okay. It wasn't the best movie in the world. It could have been a lot better. There were some things and some elements that could have been done a lot better and structured wise. Like I said, the story was not well structured. In my opinion, guys, it could have been a lot better. Well, you know, should you go watch it? I would say yes. Reason is because everyone has their own opinion and they leave the movies with different experiences. Now for me, like I said, I personally enjoyed the first two movies a lot better. Story structure was a lot better. But if you are new to the Xander Cage franchise, I would suggest you highly to go watch the first two movies so you can get a feel of it. Go watch that. And like I said, mainly for the nostalgic purposes, for people who have seen the two movies, is what this movie is really good. I'm not, without saying too much of the spoilers, they set it up in a way as though to continue the franchise. Maybe a Xander Cage 4. And you know what's great about what they did with this franchise is that the XXX title can be given to anyone. We know that, like I said, based on the second movie, which stars Ice Cube as Darius Stone, who also had the title of X or XXX. So this movie, you know, it can go either way, guys. So you have to go to the movie and gain your own experience. And, you know, just don't base it off of what I'm saying. This is just my opinion, guys. Honestly, go watch the first two movies, go watch this, and you'll have your own opinion. Maybe you'll like it a lot more than I did. Alright guys, if you enjoyed my review, make sure, like I said, drop a like, leave your comments down below without any spoilers if you have seen this movie, if you agree with my thoughts. If you did not agree with my thoughts, please let me know why in the comment section below. I would really be interested in having a conversation with you about it. Alright guys, until the next video, Clockmaster out.